widely revered because it had a role in bringing the king back from Switzerland, where he was when he acceded to the throne. And it went to Singapore. I think he flew to Singapore and then got on a boat, not this one but another one. But this one was in the flotilla that escorted him back to Thailand.
As you can see, they've taken off the prop shaft, propeller and also the rudder steering gear. It's a twin prop. Which has then enabled it to be held within that cradle. And the outlook for it is the river, which runs right the way up to as far as Bangkok and beyond, and is navigable for the medium-sized boats right up to the centre of Bangkok.
This is a mine.
It's a little mini sub, isn't it?
Oh no, they drag it behind or to the side of the ship,
yeah.
And then if there are any mines, it'd sever
Yeah.
the cables that were holding the mines, and then they bob up to the surface,
Yeah.
and then you can pick them off.
Message to Rod: you could probably search this on Google and find out a lot more information, because there doesn't seem to be anything in English on this. But it would be nice to know exactly. Apparently Jonathan was saying that it was bought as a pair of off the Japanese Navy, and as they were delivering them, one of them sank. Bit of a shame, cost the Thai Navy a bit of money, but I don't even know how big in terms of inches that gun represents. Looks to have a decent turning circle on it. Pardon? Yes, yeah, depth charges. Oh!
Probably get the mines out of the way before they start.
And that's what it was all about, protecting that piece of navigation from mainly the colonials at this stage, French being the major colonial power in this part of the world, with Cambodia and Laos being French Indochina. And apparently a French gunboat did come up to into the centre of Bangkok, up the river, but the Thais had managed to give away some land that was under their protectorate in, I think it was Laos, and that avoided the French actually taking aggressive steps against Thailand itself.
For a number of years because it was used as a training vessel, not out in the sea, but well, it was fixed here. And they'd have something like 130 recruits on, I think, and there was not enough room for them to sleep, and some of them would end up sleeping in the torpedo tubes. And the punishment used to be to go down to the engine room and then have to run up all the steps and all the ladders right up to the top and go up and down and up and down and up and down.
Ad nauseum.
Ad nauseum, until they fainted.
Until they were deemed to have been had their punishment satisfied.
And this being a Thai warship, or at least a Japanese warship converted to Thai use.
This is the galley.
This is the kitchen. That's a big rice cooker. Got to get their priorities right.
Absolutely. So this is the foregun. I'll have to check with Jonathan just how far up the river Bangkok is. I think it's probably about 20 kilometres, the centre, but I just need to double check that. This looks like the officer's mess. There we have our shipmate.
Ahoy! Captain Pugwash. If ever these guns hit another ship, it must have been a complete fluke, mustn't it? Well, you know, the ship's going like this, and you're trying to get some range on them and everything.
And it's all in metres and you're dealing in fathoms or something else.
Yeah.
Never mind, big boys' toys. This looks like it's the radio room. Actually, it is in English. As if they're the senior staff quarters. Two to a cabin. Then another one in similar vein with wash basin. Again, two to a cabin. Little wardrobe. And probably the wardroom. And two to a cabin, perhaps slightly better appointed. Wardrobe again. Plenty of cupboard space. A nice little desk. Right home. See whether this is for the captain. Probably is. I imagine that in Thai is captain.